What's good, Raider Nation? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles. And we took it on the chin yesterday. Trap game, like I said, against the Giants in a game that showcased our inept ability to score in the red zone. We was there 6 times, and we only walked away with 16 points, kicking field goals. And not punching it in when we should have. And Henry Ruggs not being there in lieu of the tragedy that happened last week, in my opinion, showed by us not being able to throw the ball farther than 20 yards. We didn't have any plays outside of Darren Waller's 25-yard catch that he had when we were playing catch-up. We didn't get anything outside of the numbers as far as passing the ball. Derek Carr had he had a bad game, He didn't. I think he threw one touchdown pass, and that was it. He had the pick six. He had interception, and he had the strip fumble going down the field to tie the game. But that game was a game that showcased our problems. And as far as the defense is concerned, the defense played pretty well, even though there was a lot of pass interference calls, man. We had Faison had a few, Nate Hobbs had a few, and we couldn't stop the run. Our old teammate Devontae Booker had 100 yards on us, best game of his career. That's not good. Guy who never had a career 100-yard game gets a 100-yard game against his former team, which is us. That's not a good look. So we leave New Jersey all the way on the East Coast to come all the way home, tied for first with the Chargers. Well, technically the Chargers are ahead of us, but still we got the same record. So doesn't look good in regards to that. But then the clouds opened up, okay? Because last night, immediately after that game, DeSean Jackson, former wide receiver for the Eagles, former wide receiver for the Washington no-names, as I like to call them, and the Rams, made it clear he's going to sign with the Raiders, man. And as far as I'm concerned, I think that's a big addition that's going to happen. I had a lot of Raider Nation asking me what I think about it, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it right here, man. We need him. And he's not going to cost a lot. He's only going to get a little bit over the veterans minimum, which is probably going to be less than $2 million, somewhere in that range. It's not going to cost a lot to get him. And he wants to play for the Raiders. And he's gonna stretch the field, man. That's what we need. We need somebody that can go down the field and stretch the field. All the people that saying, well, he's not the same DeSean Jackson, he's older, this, that, and the third. And I said, well, you know what? The same guy who everyone said he's old and he's washed up and he's not going to do nothing and he's not going to replace Ruggs. A lot of them were the same people that thought that Zay Jones was going to be able to replace Ruggs, but you saw that didn't work because he couldn't get open. But DeSean Jackson has had 8 catches for this year for 221 yards. And those of us who know how to do math, that's well over 25 yards a catch. He had 120 yards this year against Tom Brady and the GOAT. He had a 75-yard touchdown in that game. He has a 68-yard catch against the Seattle Seahawks. And we need somebody that's going to stretch the field. Is it 4.27 Henry Ruggs? No, but it's 4.35. So that's a blink of a slower than Henry Ruggs. We'll see about Odell Beckham Jr. People have been asking me about that, but it's all going to depend on whether or not he's going to pass waivers, make waivers, and whether or not he wants to play for the Raiders. But if I had my druthers, I'd rather have DeSean Jackson. And we're going to see what's going on, man. 5-3 is not a bad place to be right now. It would have been better to be 6-2, but hey, we got to do what we got to do. But I'm looking forward to see DeSean Jackson lining up against those cornerbacks and seeing him run past those guys and they have to chase his ass around. That's what I'm looking forward to open things up in the middle so we can get some catches outside of the numbers and not just up the seam. So we'll see how it goes, man. It is what it is, man. We're still playing football, and we're going to continue to play football until we can't play football no more. All right, man. Love all y'all out there, man. Raider Nation for life, man. We're going to keep making moves because it's chess, not checkers. Salute.